Here's a tutorial of how to pair your HomePods together, so you can get Dolby Atmos and just make your audio sound better. But then I'm also going to show you how to pair it to an Apple TV so you can use these HomePods as your TV speakers. And so whatever goes through your Apple TV will go through those. And that's not just through the Apple TV. Anything that goes through this TV, anything that goes through my Nintendo, anything that goes through my DVD player can all go through the Apple TV and through the HomePod. So let me show you how to do that. So before you try to pair two HomePods together, you need to make sure that you have two of the exact same HomePod. So two HomePods first gen, or two HomePod minis, or two HomePod next gen, I don't know, whatever the new ones of these are called. I like to call these HomePod Max, but you need two of the exact same version. If you have a HomePod mini and a HomePod old gen, they're not gonna pair together. Okay, so I have both my HomePods in the same room. Right now they're in the living room. Also put them in the same room as your Apple TV. That will make it way easier. So both HomePods are in there. So you just tap on one of them and you go to the gear and you can say create stereo pair. So you turn that on and you tell them which one to connect to. You might be able to connect to other minis. This is now iOS 18 on here. It's the beta, so there might be some things, but to connect them to a TV, I don't think you can do this. But anyway, just select that, say done, and it's now making them a stereo pair. And you can set which one is on the left and which one's on the right, and you can even swap that if you want, just like that. So that's how you pair them, super easy in the HomeKit app on your iPhone. All right, so now both HomePods are paired together. So in Apple HomeKit, the Apple TV is also in the same room. So just go to Settings, then go down to Video and Audio, then scroll down to Audio Output. Here, it will ask you, do you want the TV speakers or the living room? So we're gonna say, living room. So that's gonna load for a little bit. And if you want to do it as a temporary output, you can select any of your HomePods that you have or anything with AirPlay that you can make it temporary. So if you want 6 HomePods all playing in your living room, you can manually set that up. But for default, having your living room HomePods be your speakers, that's how you do it there. Okay, that's done. And then the feature where I said it could play from like the Nintendo Switch or from your DVD player, it's this feature called Play Television Audio. So when you turn that on, if your TV supports eARC, the HDMI signal will go to and from. So it will go from the DVD player into the TV, out of the TV into the HomePod, and from the Apple TV, and then from the Apple TV to the HomePods. Sometimes this can get a little glitchy, especially with gaming content. My Nintendo would have some trouble, but it hasn't been too bad. But anyway, that's how you do that. But now your HomePods are TV speakers for your big old TV, and these are great speakers. And you are probably wondering, what's the difference between having two HomePod minis versus two HomePod Maxes? When I had my HomePod minis as my TV speaker, I had to put them about 80 or 90 volume level. So I had to have them really high to be able to hear everything, and there wasn't that much bass. Like, it was good, it sounded great, but it wasn't as good with the bass. With my HomePod Maxes, and I have the first gen, I don't have the second gen, I only put them about 40 to 50% and maybe 60% if I really am like watching something that I want to get into, but they're way better, their bass is way better, it just sounds really good. This is just another reason why I love Apple, because Apple TV pairs the HomePods, my phone can be in a remote, it's just great, and you get Dolby Atmos, and it's just great. So anyway, hopefully you've learned something from this, and maybe if you get two HomePods, like off Marketplace or something, you can get a really good sounding setup for not that expensive. Yes, if you buy these at retail price, two HomePods, kind of expensive, but if you already have two HomePods and you want an upgraded TV setup with audio, this is definitely the way to go. I love it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.